Captain's log, stardate 54760.6. Following the victory against the Borg in the Delta Quadrant, my crew is eager to return home, as I am. This has been a long and costly war, and many good men and women have paid with their lives to keep the Alpha Quadrant secure from the Borg. With the operation deemed a success, Starfleet has begun the process of sending our victorious forces home. We are currently en route to the transwarp portal with orders to reinforce the defenses around the structure as incoming fleets make their way through the portal and home to the Alpha Quadrant. A Borg presence still exists in the neighboring systems, and it will be necessary to provide assistance to incoming fleets.
Captain, we are entering the system with the transwarp portal. Our warp drives will be offline.
Understood. Chart a course and proceed to the transwarp portal perimeter at full impulse.
Welcome to the final Federation mission of Star Trek Armada 2, guys. And even though we're facing the final curtain as the Federation, we're going to do it, as we've done it so far, the wrong way. Instead of heading straight back through the transwarp portal and not looking back, we're going to try and play hero. The tactic that I usually work on in this mission, I've done it 3 or 4 times recently just to try and hone down what I like doing in this mission. I am once again researching the chain reaction pulsar when I have absolutely no desire to build Akiras. I'm going to have to slap myself on the wrist for doing that. And we are going to head straight for that center point of the map. If we can secure that early, that's going to make this mission really, really simple to win. If we just turtle up on one base, it's not going to work for us. If you can control that center point of the map with the planet and the dilithium moons, then you can stop anything particularly bad from happening to you. As long as you've got a small mobile fleet to go along with it, which I do intend to have with all these Intrepids.
Confirmed, Starfleet.
We have entered a dangerous nebula. Starship complete. Station
I want the Stein station first because that's what will allow me to build torpedo turrets, so I'm really steaming to try and get a defensive perimeter established around this area.
All sections report. Make it so.
As usual, giving the Enterprise no movement autonomy and allowing it to use its Corbomite reflector at will.
We are sustaining heavy damage from
Bad start. The Borg have found my construction ship, but I'm going to keep defending it. Good enough. The Borg very rarely make an attack on the transwarp portal itself, but I am not going to take any kind of risk that they're going to be able to steam into the sector. Fortunately, the whole no warp drive thing kind of works for you in this mission, because you are essentially given prior warning of anything that's going to happen, so you can react to it. The Borg can't just warp a cube in right on top of the transwarp portal and destroy it.
That is a logical request.
Since I'm going to go for the infinite dilithium moon first, I'm going to get this starbase built quick sticks.
Make it so. Lay in a new course.
Making sure there's nothing stupid going to happen, like it not be able to build it because there's a ship in the way. And this is the most sort of heart-pounding moment of the mission, because if you lose this construction ship while it's building a starbase, it's going to be almost impossible to win the mission. So you really have to make sure that it lives. I think briefly about sending the Enterprise back to the main base, but I figure it's going to be safer in that middle quadrant because it's going to be surrounded by starbases and defensive turrets. So sending it out on its own is probably not going to be the best idea.
Starship complete.
Intrepids are continuing to pour out of my main base. Don't worry about saving sensor turrets, you can't. You'll just get dragged out of position. And that'll be a full fleet of Intrepids when that is completed.
Starship complete.
All sections stand by.
We have entered a dangerous nebula.
Still guarding this construction ship with everything we've got.
A fleet of Federation vessels has been detected on the edge of the system.
That's going to happen pretty much constantly throughout this mission, but as much as you might be tempted to try and play hero and save the fleets, they will be able to save themselves to some extent, and to be honest, it's not contingent on whether you... Sorry, it's not a mission requirement that you save the fleet, so I don't intend to do so.
Entered a dangerous nebula.
All we have to do in this mission is to survive and save the transwarp portal for a period of time.
Nebula. Starship complete. Unable to build.
Time for the advanced shipyard.
Confirmed, Starfleet.
I built the metal mining facility first. I'm not too sure that I'm a fan of that. I think I probably should have gone for the dilithium refinery ASAP. That's what I'm going to end up short on in this mission. You can see I'm already short on it. I may even have been better going for Akiras off the start, but I think the Intrepids are just quicker. So, pick your poison on that, but I wouldn't blame anyone for going for Akira class ships just to save themselves a little bit of dilithium.
Starship complete.
Oh, you idiots.
We have entered a dangerous nebula. Starship construction commencing. Station is
well, we've got a nice
attack.
little fleet going on up there. That'll be a nice mobile
engaged.
fleet in case anything goes wrong up there.
Station complete.
Right, metal planet is... sorry, metal extractors ready.
A prudent course of action.
Get that dilithium refinery down, and then we will be in great shape.
Starship complete. Insufficient dilithium.
And if you haven't noticed at this point, the entire goal will be to surround this central planet with star bases and dilithium refineries for the most part, and turrets.
Is under attack.
Lots of turrets. Alright, see the Borg are already after this. As usual, very slight change in how I'm going to upgrade my ships in this mission. I will be going for engines first. Because of the lack of warp drive, I really will need the impulse engines to top performance as soon as possible. It'd be pretty foolish of me to hang around on standard engines. But I really need this refinery up and running.
Station complete.
Make more room in the cargo bays.
Station is under attack. Insufficient dilithium. Enemy engaged. We have entered a dangerous nebula.
My Intrepids are doing just fine, but
we have entered a dangerous
they are
nebula.
being a bit of a pain in running into nebulas.
We are sustaining heavy damage from a nebula.
Final piece of the puzzle though, get that Vulcan Research Centre down.
Station construction commencing.
Found another infinite moon, but I won't be using that one.
Starship complete.
And now we've just got to hold the line for a small period of time here until I can get the remainder of my defensive forces up around this area.
Station is under attack.
Alter course.
But as you can see, everything's coming through this area, so as long as we keep it well defended,
Starship
then
complete.
No problem.
Confirmed, Starfleet.
And since we're running short on dilithium,
Unable to build.
A Federation fleet has entered the system.
Enemy
and
engaged.
again we're going to pretty much ignore them.
Crew.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's because my Intrepid fleet decided to get half their crew killed, isn't it? That's irritating.
Station
Oh,
is
well.
under attack.
Oh, Borg Cube attacking my mining
All
station
sections
again.
stand by.
And my dilithium refinery. Why are my ships going around the wrong side of the planet? That's irritating. But it's okay, my starbase has got this. And my fleet manages to get there in time to sort this out as well. Simple.
Station is under attack. Enemy engaged. Station is under attack.
Finally, it looks like I'm going to be able to get my dilithium refinery down. You'll notice that my mining station is no longer mining. That's because it's lost all its crew.
Complete.
And I'm not going to notice this for some period of time.
Battle stations. Acknowledge, Starfleet.
But here's my intrepid fleet, so I'm now nice and mobile. Excellent. And let's get that engine technology upgrade because I need to really get moving in this level.
Station is under attack.
Sure, it's just a survival level, but I do need movement going on here. And my big ships, when I make them, I am going to send to the centre of the map. Reason for that being that I want as many ships in this central area as I can possibly get to block off any attempts to make a run on my base.
Starship construction commencing. Starship complete.
It's another dilithium refinery up.
Insufficient crew.
I see the Intrepids are doing a fine job. Get back to the transport portal.
Armed and ready.
Small and rather not terrifying fleet coming past there.
Starship complete.
Captain, we are receiving an incoming distress signal. A Federation fleet has just entered the system and is under Borg attack.
Well, they're just going to have to get by as best they can for the moment. I am busy. Am I going to recrew this metal facility yet?
All work crews report to station.
Apparently not. I'm too busy building star bases.
That is a logical request.
Armed and ready.
And how can you blame me? Everyone loves star bases.
Enemy engaged.
Cube. I really need these engine upgrades. I also need more sovereigns. Oh, in fact, there is one. The Saratoga, that's not a good name to have against the Borg. It's on 3% health and survived. I think repair ships might be in order.
Research commencing.
Or get weaponry and shields online. Don't stray too far, guys.
Awaiting orders.
Boy oh boy, is Saratoga beaten up. Ah, but I can build repair ships. There we go, that's going to help. And that's one thing that you can do. You can set whatever building builds the ships to the AI that you want it to use. So I've told it to use...
Starship complete.
A fleet of Federation vessels has been detected on the edge of the system.
Apologies for that. I've told them to use high movement autonomy and high special weapons autonomy, and that will allow them to repair my ships.
Requesting additional personnel.
And another starbase has been built, and this area is beginning to look more and more secure now.
All work crews report to station. A prudent course
but I'm not done yet. Move over here, and I should be able to get a third starbase down and completely surround the planet. And it's only now I realise that the repair ship's repairing the metal mining facility that it had no one on board. So yeah, I'm pretty foolish. Shields and sensors are offline, that's not a big problem. And there we go, good as new. Shields are back up and the sensors will be repaired shortly. And it's back mining metal, which is the most important thing.
Station is under attack.
And we've got the new starbase in action quickly, and as you can see, because everything's going through this area, blocking this area off means that the book can't get to the transport portal.
Enemy
and this just makes the mission so much easier.
Armed and ready. Standing by.
Of course, these are the remnants of the Borg fleet that's attacked the Federation fleet that's recently come into the system, so really the other ships are leading them on to us, but not too much of an issue when you've got as much firepower as we do at our disposal now.
Prepare the docking bays.
No, ow!
Prepare the docking bays.
6% shields, that's not good. Oh, no, 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 no.
Station is under attack.
Phew, outran it. I hate artillery ships so much.
A prudent course of action.
Still, there we go.
Station construction commencing.
Starbase number 3 and number 4 as far as the actual mission itself goes. And that's going to make our lives a heck of a lot easier. Yeah, I'm going to build a temporal research facility. It's a little bit greedy, but I may need it to hit reset.
Station construction commencing.
Shields is going to be quicker than weaponry, and they're both going to be useful. Oh, come on, that station needs building.
Status report.
Really needs building quickly now.
All sections stand by.
Enemy engaged.
Any Federation vessels in the system, please respond. We are currently en route to the transwarp portal and are being pursued by the Borg. Please assist.
If you can get to the middle of the map alive, then I will help you. Otherwise, you're on your own. And I've got to keep these Borg away from my starbase that isn't currently built.
Helm, new course heading.
Not long to go, come on. Once I get that triangle of starbases, this mission becomes almost a formality at that point.
Acknowledge Starfleet. Changing heading.
Right, the Intrepids can head over there as well. I can always freeze time here if things get particularly bad. I need as many ships in this area as possible. Looks like the starbase is back online now, so... Sorry, not back online, but it's online. So we are 100% clear now, or at least should be. As soon as it goes into the green for crew, we'll be in the clear, and that should be it pretty much for this mission now. There's only going to be one or two more difficult moments for us.
Awaiting. A Federation fleet has entered the system.
I think a little more could potentially have been added to the fact that these Federation fleets are coming into the system. There's not really much in the way of suspense for when they're coming in. There's nothing, you don't lose anything by them being destroyed, and you don't gain anything by saving them, so there's not really much point to them being there except to distract the Borg, essentially. It would be nice if a couple of them turned round and joined you. I mean, there's Sovereign class starships there.
Starship construction commencing.
Oh, now I'm getting a bit aggressive with my with my Intrepids. I suppose there's always the possibility of an accident if I let the Borg get too close. And there's the Borg coming in at the bottom left of the map now.
Status report.
Starship complete. Insufficient.
But this fleet in the middle is beginning to look more and more significant now. So we're doing okay.
Armed and ready.
Station is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Still not got the temporal research facility yet, but I'm not going to bother too much about that station being under attack. It's not really a problem, and let's just put down some static defences to increase our ability to defend ourselves.
Research.
To all Federation vessels, we are en route to the transwarp portal, but are being pursued by a number of species 8472 ships. We need assistance.
Well, bang goes that theory. It's all hands to the pump now, I'm afraid. Where are they coming from? Oh great, they're coming from the same place as where that massive Borg Armada is, so this is not good. At least they're not coming straight for the transwarp portal. That would make a mess of everything, but they're coming from the same angle as that big Borg Armada, so I'm afraid that it's time to shove everything into this gap and hope that it holds.
Research complete.
If they manage to sneak through, they might even have a clear run at the transport portal. That's a bit desperate on my behalf. There's no way that that's going to come online in time, but I do have the temporal research facility online in time, so if this gets doubly hairy, then I may be okay. Let's just back up the defences around the transport portal. Fortunately, it looks like no significant Borg vessels are coming through at the moment. They're just smaller vessels which can easily be taken out. At least thin the ranks a little bit before species 8472 get here. Or the Borg are going to do that for me by hanging back and slapping species 8472 with a lot of cubes. Apparently they've learned from their experience in Scorpion, where 15 cubes ended up getting annihilated by, I'm not sure whether it was one bioship, but it certainly looked something along those lines. It was certainly implied that it was one bioship, and all that's left of this is this one species 8472 behemoth, so once we take that down, hopefully we will...
Captain, we are receiving an incoming distress signal. A Federation fleet has just entered the system and is under Borg attack.
Well, I was about to say that hopefully things will get an awful lot easier, but at this point the mission starts to become a little bit frenetic. The Borg and species 8472 are going to start pouring into the system, along with other Federation fleets, and it's basically up to us to hold the line now. I'm still struggling on crew despite having what will soon be 5 star bases, but I'm basically producing ships as I can, and hopefully it'll be enough. But the Borg are beginning to send more threatening forces now. Yep, more sovereigns, just build more.
Insufficient crew. Insufficient crew.
I might have even built Galaxy-class starships at this point. They do take 200 less crew. Why am I researching the shield enhancer pod? I don't think the Aegean-class starship's going to help me that much at this point. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like that fleet's done for, but once again we don't get any bonus for saving it, so I'm not going to cry over it, and this fleet's beginning to look quite significant now.
Insufficient crew.
Yeah, the Borg are coming through in a lot bigger force now. Just got to hold the line for a little bit longer.
Starship construction commencing.
No fooling. Good enough. Let's get back into... Oh, God. I'm not going to make it in time. Get another torpedo turret built here. Well, let's make things easy for ourselves.
Station construction commencing.
3 Borg cubes isn't the easiest force to take on. We could do, but I think that this will just make things a lot more easier, and it makes sure that we don't take any damage. Simple.
Station is under attack.
Awaiting orders.
And then we just wait for it to wear off.
Starship complete. Insufficient crew.
I do like the effect. It's really a cool effect. Lasts for ages though.
Commencing. Research
and there we go. Kablamo!
Research.
Right, we've got level 3 weapons now, so level 3 shields is obviously the next priority.
To all Federation vessels, we are en route to the transport portal, but are being pursued by a number of species 8472 ships. We need assistance.
I'm sorry, but Captain Boomer is busy and cannot come to the holotable right now. If you'd like to leave a message, then please leave your message after the tone. Assuming you survive.
Prepare the docking bays.
Yep, more torpedo turrets, please.
Awaiting orders.
Just gonna litter this area with turrets
Awaiting
and
orders.
Try and block off as much as we possibly can. Oh, that's fair. Species 8472 battleship against a dilithium mining freighter. Pick on something your own size, honestly. Let's get this starbase recrewed. Doesn't look to be too many Species 8472 ships, so I doubt they're going to be able to take on a fortification this large.
Awaiting orders.
And I finally got max ships in my big fleet.
Standing by.
Enemy engaged.
Yeah, they're not going to last 5 minutes against this. Can I steal some of those ships, please?
Insufficient crew.
Ready and
Get off my sensor platform. What's it ever done to you? Battleships can take a heck of a beating. Behemoths not as much. They're Species 8472 special weapon ships. They can do some quite cool stuff, but seems like they're not loaded with their special weapons for this mission, which is all the better.
altering course.
Keep building.
Station complete.
Yeah, build more Intrepids, whatever, just get more bodies onto the field.
Standing by.
The more things I can have on the field, the more chance I have of stopping whatever comes my way. Yep, more turrets, just put more things down.
Awaiting orders. Ready and able.
This is looking quite powerful now, I approve.
Starship construction commencing. Insufficient crew.
While I had quite a beating on my ships, at least my medium class ships, they're doing me proud.
Starship construction commencing.
Level 3 shields pod might even be complete by the end of the mission.
Battle stations.
Wouldn't be surprised, really.
Starship complete. Insufficient crew.
Yep, get some repair ships
Station
over there
complete.
as well. I am preparing for the final bit of this mission now. We are almost there.
Starship complete.
If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's
Research
in response to a
complete.
failure.
Research commencing.
Captain, the last of the Federation Armada is now entering the system. They are hailing us.
This is Captain Wright of the USS Cataboston. We're carrying top-secret data pertaining to species 8472, and we're under attack by the Borg. Our military escort has been destroyed. We need help.
Cataboston, this is the Enterprise. Help is on the way.
Give the word.
Indeed, help is on the way, and it's desperately needed because this is one of the most BS parts of the mission. Being pursued by the Borg is fine, but having tactical cubes in wait for a Nebula-class starship is not fair. I seriously did fail this mission the first time round because I didn't react to this in time. This time round I've made sure that I had ships at the ready to come down here and at least try and distract the tactical cubes. A tactical cube will destroy the Cataboston in a couple of shots, so I've got to make sure they're at least distracted. Fortunately, with my upgraded engines, the Borg can't pursue me fast enough in order to catch up with the Cataboston once it's through their lines, and that is actually all it takes. The Borg don't have any more presence in the system, and we are heading towards the transwarp portal and home. Still, it seems fair to end the Federation mission and indeed 2011 on a cliffhanger. So, thanks very much for watching, guys, and all the best for 2012. Thanks for sticking with me through 2011, and the Klingon campaign will start early in the new year. That's the end of all the objectives, and apparently, when we hit OK, we are victorious. Feels good. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
While there is still a heavy Borg presence in this system, we must begin the final phase of evacuation. Ensign informed the remaining Federation ships that they should prepare to head out.
Aye, sir.
Captain, the transwarp portal. It's destabilizing.
On screen.
Captain, the transwarp portal has been destroyed. Captain, what are we going to do?
Inform the rest of the fleet that the transwarp portal has been destroyed, and have all ships stand by. I want all captains and senior officers to report to the Enterprise to discuss the situation further. We must find a way home.